the appendices, and I know speaking with Councillor Coxall today before he went off to the LGC Awards, he was a bit upset that he wouldn't be able to be here to talk about this one, which I can assure you he was going to talk at length. This is obviously part of the update of all of the planning guides that we're doing. Even Councillor Head. Obviously, with Thurrock having one of the most ambitious growth programmes in the country, £6 billion investment driving the creation of over 26,000 new jobs, 20,000 new homes over the next 20 years. We need to make sure what we have in the borough is going to work for the borough, not just for those that wish to invest here. The one thing that is quite clear and obvious within the design guide to supplement planning document is that when we went out to consultation, we've actually listened to all the responses. If anyone's taken the time to go through, the documents, the appendices, they will notice that there are a significant number where we've changed what we put in from the original document to where we are now. Comments like, it's good to see that there is a non-prescriptive approach. So rather than saying your house, your new office building, your new warehouse will look like this, this, this or this, it's been fairly broad brushstrokes that attempts to ensure that we have a place building approach rather than just a building approach to improvements within the borough. Many of the respondents made it clear that some of the wording wasn't really either that clear or indeed was a little bit too prescriptive. Again, we've taken all that on board and we have changed to the document that we will be agreeing. Whilst it was a shame, obviously we do send out a significant amount of these documents. 4,000 people, I think, is the number that we would normally consult with. We didn't have anywhere near that as a response, but obviously those that have come back we have listened to. So I'm going to put it out to any questions or any statements to any member.
Yeah, just to say, Leader, that it's reassuring that the partners that have been consulted, the comments that they've made have made a difference. You know, we've got Sports England feeding into the consultation and now putting new things into a policy that haven't been there before. So I think that the other side is to actually show our partners that we are open for business and actually we are willing to listen and let them help drive this agenda forward, because we're all working for the same good, for the good of the residents out there. We want to make sure that we're going to get it right. So I think the consultation, although we haven't had obviously as many responses as we like, but we never do when we do a consultation, the people that have fed back some very, very worthwhile comments, and I'm glad that we're actually taking notice of it.
Thank you, Councillor Pearson. Councillor Sewell?
Yes, I was going to echo exactly what Councillor McPherson had said, and I was pleased about that. And even more pleased is the fact that we took on board that we would alter the way we talk to people in consultations, because so often it's been hidden along jargon, etc. And it's far more user-friendly. And I think this is something, is a definite step forward.
Thank you. Councillor Head?
Thank you, Councillor Pedro. Apologies for tardiness in many fashions tonight. A406 did not want me to be here. I think the report is absolutely welcome. Let's be clear, echoing Councillor McPherson's point around the stakeholder input. For me, it's that whole piece around heads turning toward Thurrock for the right reasons. And you look at some of the contributors to this, ultimately to this report, this piece of work, it just shows that people really do see Thurrock as a place to thrive in. And alongside our residents, we really are going to enable people to be the architects of our children's future. So, yeah, absolute support for the report.
Excellent, thank you, Councillor. But as I say, I've read this at length a couple of times. It really is good that we have not been that overly prescriptive. We have something that works for the self-builder, building one house. to the large developers building hundreds of houses or thousands of houses, hopefully, and indeed businesses either small or large. Trying to get a one-size-fits-all document is always fairly difficult, but I think between obviously the cabinet member, the officers, and very importantly the stakeholders that have responded back to us, I think we've actually managed to do that with this document. It is, let's say, very easy. If you look at page 384, for instance, which is the design process, it's exceptionally easy to understand, and it makes it, it doesn't scare those small one-off builders away from actually doing those small building contracts across the borough. So yes, I very, very much welcome this, and I know Councillor Coxall was, as I say, very enthused about it, saying that this is really quite a good step forward. So with that, we move to the recommendations on page 23. Which is to adopt the design guide Appendix B as a supplementary plan document to the adopted core strategy and policies for management and development local plan, and 1.2 to endorse Thurrock design guide Appendix B's material consideration in the determination of planning applications. Is all that agreed?